Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast. It is PGA Championship week, another major, another elevated event. And so we're going to be talking about that. We just had a VGN tournament out in Mesquite. Going to be talking about that. And we've got a special guest this evening. Rohrs, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. Doing real good.
We got to give your... proper introduction.
There we go.
Welcome to the show. It's been a while.
It's been like 2 years.
It has been a while.
Has it been 2 years?
A year. It was probably U.S. Open week when I was.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of life changes for you. You're down in Southern Florida now, doing some work for TaylorMade Golf, and kind of, living the bachelor dream right now.
Yeah, so to speak. I mean, down here in paradise, and all the snowbirds are starting to leave, so it's getting to be a little more enjoyable.
Yeah, it's the heat's coming, so they run north.
Yep.
Where are you at now, Rohrs?
I'm in Naples.
Naples, okay.
Yeah.
I lived in Orlando for a while, so I'm somewhat familiar with Florida.
Yep. Only thing further south than me is the Everglades and Cuba.
The Keys. Don't forget the
Cuban
Keys.
bee.
Well, yeah. The Keys, too.
All right, so Rohr's going to give us some of his, insight into the world of golf when we get to talking about Oak Hill and the PGA Championship this week. But before we do that, let's give Matt Gontarek a little time here. Go over some weather.
What's up, guys? Matt Gontarek back again with the Chasing Daylight podcast. Hope the tournament turned out well. Wasn't able to play it myself up in Mesquite, but it looked like the weather turned out pretty nice. Upcoming weekend's looking hot. Feeling like the end of June and early July. We have high temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. It'll be close to the triple digits on Sunday. So if you have any plans to golf, try to get it out early morning because things are looking pretty toasty for the afternoon. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, even a slight chance over the higher elevations for a passing shower, but it's looking hot and it's looking dry for the Las Vegas Valley.
It's about damn time.
Sounds like Matt's driving in the Fox 5 Rover down the freeway.
Well, he got a little part-time promotion. He is the morning weatherman right now.
Yeah, because Casey left.
Yeah, Cassandra left. And so I said, is this going to be a full-time gig for you? And he's like, they probably want another chick, but you never know.
Probably. We all know news, but
exactly.
He's doing a good job.
Heck yeah. So I saw a lot of him on television this morning because the morning it's like traffic, weather, a little bit of a news story, traffic, weather, a little bit of a news story, traffic,
Every 15
weather.
minutes on the 15, on the 15.
So congrats to him for that. And so what was your guys' thoughts on Mesquite? I know Joe is first time playing Conestoga. Jeremy's second time. It's been a while since we've been out there. Let's go with Jeremy first. What'd you think?
I thought the course was phenomenal. It was actually better this time because it wasn't windy. I mean, we had a little wind on the last maybe hole and a half, but dude, the course was I had way better than my expectations. So I sort of was just remembering how it was the first time I played it, which was super dry, windy, patchy, but it was incredible. I would love to go up there more often.
How much did that how much of that assessment is because you won?
Maybe a little, but I
think the person who shot 20 over in the Diamonds division might have a little bit of a different thought of Conestoga.
I mean, it's true. I mean, probably a positive outlook because of the win, but I was actually impressed with that course. I think I would rank it probably my favorite in Mesquite. So, yeah,
I agree with that. I love me some Conestoga. All right, Joe, your first time out there.
Yeah. Cool course. Dug the layout. Seemed a little discombobulated at times, but enjoyed it. Great conditions, of course. Greens were great. Um, I would not say it's my favorite course in Mesquite. I think Falcon Ridge would be my favorite. I had a lot more fun at Falcon Ridge, but it was great. It had some Tobacco Road kind of flavor to me in some situations, which I enjoyed because I love Tobacco Road personally. Um,
But
but yeah,
how much did the tequila influence your love for Falcon Ridge versus playing in a tournament at Conestoga?
tequila. I didn't drink tequila anywhere.
Weren't you drinking tequila out there when you went with
No. Last time I drank
Trey
tequila
and
was at TPC Summerlin with Rich on his the member guest, and that was Cuervo, and that's pepper.
what were you
It's
drinking at
basically
Falcon Ridge? I
pepper.
remember you were saying something at Falcon Ridge that you were drinking.
I mean, I might have been drinking. I wasn't driving, but I think Falcon Ridge is more fun personally. I don't know, like Conestoga is like it's better than Wolf Creek for sure, but it's not a course I'd want to play every day. And that's what I was saying. I mean, I could play Falcon Ridge every day, I feel like, and be happy, but Conestoga is maybe like a once a month kind of. I mean, if I lived out there, maybe it'd be once every 2 weeks, but I would say on a cliff level out of 10, I'd probably play like Wolf Creek once, Conestoga 3 times, and then Falcon Ridge 6. If we're going on the cliff scale.
On the cliff scale?
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. It was great. It was in great condition. Still feels a little unfinished still, kind of. And I don't know if that's the cart paths or what it is, but
I think they're still building around 15,
the first
16, 17.
Yeah, the first few holes are a little more like drastic. And there's a couple more. It gave me a bit of a Cascada vibe in situations, but I enjoyed it. It's a great course. I definitely would not skip it. That's for sure. Really good course. But personally, in Mesquite golf goings, I would go Falcon Ridge as my top currently.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Good to know.
That is interesting. I think Falcon Ridge is sort of like a watered down Wolf Creek. And I don't mean that in a negative way because Wolf Creek's just
It is.
it's
I mean,
like
that's what
it's
it
like
is.
clown golf, and then you have Falcon, which is a little more serious golf. But I think Conestoga's the more serious, like player style.
It's
That's
a
why
golf
I like
course.
it. Yeah, I could play it. I could play it all the time.
I think it's a watered down like the front holes on Conestoga are like pretty Wolf Creeky, but a watered down Wolf Creek.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like the back 9 matches the front 9 perfectly. And I think Falcon Ridge creates that like kind of vibe the entire way without being too drastic. Personally.
Yeah, I could see that.
Respect.
We
So
got some.
So it's more of a flow. Falcon Ridge has more of a flow to it.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
We got some guys in the chat. We got Eric and Mark with us.
Hi, welcome, fellas.
Yeah, and we did call each other about the wardrobe. We were wearing black shirts, black hats. So
it's PGA week.
Yeah. Yes. What was I going to say? Oh shit, I don't remember. Oh well, lost my train of thought. So the winners that we had out at Conestoga, Jeremy won the Diamond division. Greg Paulson won the Spades division. Dan McEachern won the Hearts division, and Dan Higdon, 2-time winner now, first-year player, won the Clubs division. 47 guys showed up. Beds would have been there, but something came up with work, so he couldn't make it. And I mean, it was a little slow play, and
Shout out Travis Matthew.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can show everybody this. Yeah. Boom. Ridge wallet.
It's a Travis Matthew wallet, not a Ridge wallet.
It's a Travis Matthew Ridge wallet.
Ridge wallet. You got to say Travis Matthew first.
Travis Matthew. Oh, here, let me do it this way. Here. It's a
More
Travis
Matthew.
Matthew wallet.
Shout out beds.
Yes, shout out beds. I had a feeling we might have some slow play just because those people who have not played that golf course were in for a little bit of surprise. There's some, unique holes to say the least. I had my very own Jordan Spieth moment that nobody decided to catch on tape. I highly disappointed in my card partner for that one.
Should have waited.
I was waiting. I got hit into twice.
I was right there. I was right there. Anyway, so Matt had a ball that ran out onto the fairway, onto a cliff, literally a foot to cliff to a 50-foot drop.
Oh,
maybe more than that, 75 feet drop.
It was an inch. I mean,
and I said, "Are you going to hit that?" And he said, "I don't know." So I started looking for my ball because I hit one way out of bounds, and then I walked all the way down to the bottom fairway. And while I was walking down past the hill, he hits. I want to get on film, but he didn't confirm that he was going to hit it. So
because I had to take a stance, and I couldn't know if
I would have stuck around if you had the balls to say that you were going to hit it. Guaranteed with 100% confidence, I would have sat there and waited for you to hit it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your fault.
So I took a picture of it at least. But yeah, I pulled it. I actually flew the green. I was stunned. I made really good contact. Wasn't expecting that at all. But yeah, it was a good time out there. I think everybody really enjoyed it. Besides the no ice in the coolers. Hot water is not fun when it's 90 degrees outside. But they did have some ice. The hot dog cart girl was hilarious. Yeah, it was a good time. So we'll wrap up that. Next event is out at Siena, and we've got 58 players signed up for that. Got 2 spots. So if you're listening and you're in the VGN and you haven't signed up, what the hell is your problem? Get signed up. It's going to be a good event. 7 a.m. shotgun. Crickets. Right on.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
No question I'm there. What are you talking about?
All right.
What do you want me to say?
I'm not talking about, hype it up. Help me out. Come on.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be incredible.
I've heard Siena is in really good shape. I heard their greens are fast and firm. And
we're playing there Saturday morning.
We're going to find out Saturday morning. Somebody, it'll happen between shows. So somebody's turning 40 on Saturday.
See, this is something I did not know before the post of the Tinkertown Tuesday. So I'm excited for this.
What didn't you know?
The Big 40. I did not know this.
Oh, from my post. Oh, yeah, really? That's how you found out? Oh. Yeah, Jeremy's turning the Big 4-0. Rohrs, you just turned the Big 4-0.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
A little late on that one, Matt.
Hey, at least I knew he turned 40.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Rohrs,
you didn't get the card in the mail?
How does it feel when you're turned 40? Because I know, Matt, it's been a while, so.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like
39.
rolling over that last mileage, that last mile before you're out of warranty.
That is not the positive reinforcement I was looking for.
I told him, in a phone conversation, what happens when you turn 40, and he was like, yeah, whatever. And then a couple weeks later, he's like, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yep. Turned 40. Had a stroke.
I'll have that conversation with you Saturday, Jeremy.
Great.
40 years only. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, I'm close though. I'm close. Coming up in a couple years.
Yeah. A couple years. All right. So, PGA Championship this week. Rochester, New York, Oak Hill Country Club. Last time it hosted the PGA Championship was 10 years ago when Mr. Duffner won on they said a rain-soaked course. I don't remember much about that. That was 10 years ago.
That's when you were 40.
Yeah, exactly. a redesign took place, or not a redesign, a refurbish. Is it it's
It's a
Joe?
renovation.
Renovation. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a Donald
Um,
Ross renovated by. Is it Gil Hance? I was just looking that up.
No, it's another guy. He was on live from PGA tonight, talking about it, and wow, really impressive what they've done. They got rid of the POA and bent combo grass, and it's all bent now. They brought back some of the original undulations, reworked some bunkers, got rid of some trees, and it is incredibly close to the original design, which is going to be pretty amazing.
Man, I mean, with the OG Donnie Ross, I would have loved to see my man Kyle Franz redo that one because he did a spectacular job at a few of them. But I'm excited for this one.
Wait till some of the
I know. I mean,
photos
well, I
I've
mean,
seen.
yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see it. Now that I have actually checked off some Donnie Ross in my life, and I've got Donnied a few times, like I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, 7,400 yards ish. It's crazy. I don't pay attention to like slope and rating on some of these courses. I'm sure they're all higher than normal courses, but this one is 77.3 and 153 slope.
Oh my god!
Wow.
And that's probably not PGA Championship conditions. That's probably just what the USGA rated it when the redesign or the renovation took place.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, it's a par 70 at 7,400 yards.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
What are you shooting, Rohrs?
Couple aces, couple albatrosses.
Yeah.
Probably a 78 by means of 46, 32.
You want to give an update on the hole-in-one count? You've had a couple since last time you were on.
Yeah, I'm at 31.
Fucking guy.
And your recent one was like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. 5 wood on a par 4.
How many do you have on a par 4 now?
I think that's 4.
Good grief.
Wow.
Crazy.
My very first one was it was actually it was my third hole in one, but it was in a high school tournament. My first hole in one in a tournament, anyway.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
combined, Rohrs and I have 32 hole in ones. That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So Justin Thomas is our defending champion. Some notable things. Spieth is going for the career Grand Slam. Again, John Rahm is trying to go 2 for 2 in majors. We got some live guys. Phil, Cam Smith. Who else is in there?
Taylor Gooch, Joaquin Neiman,
Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, I think, is in there. Yeah, Taylor
Bryson.
Is Bryson?
I think so, yeah.
He should be.
Why would he be in it? Oh, yeah, you get the 5-year exemption. That's right.
Well, he's on the odds,
is it?
so yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Let's see where they have. Where does Data Golf have Bryson at? I don't even see him. Oh, there. Oh, wow. They have him way down there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Way down there.
Is Mito Pierre in there again?
I think so.
Mito.
I think Mito's in there. Yeah.
Thomas Peters. That's another.
There's a few guys for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Got Kurt Kitayama from Vegas, Taylor Montgomery from Vegas, UNLV ties. Yeah, it's going to be a good event. 600-point FedEx Cup event. This is where we really need to make up some ground on the Birdies and Bourbon Challenge. Joe,
I gotta win. I gotta win.
Yeah, he made up some ground.
Joe made up some ground, and they didn't have a great outing, so
That's
we're not
true.
as deep in a hole as we were a couple weeks ago.
And we're talking about me calling Jason Day as the winner at the Byron Nelson this past weekend, and your boy Joe hitting greens called him.
And you also called Harry Higgs, who.
Well, that was just because it's just because I love Harry Higgs. I mean, We're trying to win some money. I mean, it's not like a guarantee or anything, but
that's too funny. Yeah, in our weekly pick contest, Jeremy still holds a 564 point lead on me, and he's about to lap Joe. I don't even know how that's possible.
I'm sure
but
that'll
it's
turn around
about to happen
soon.
Yeah, Joe is having his worst season ever in the pick contest.
that's because I'm just trying to win some money.
Oh.
I'm just going long odds. You know, that's what we do.
Speaking of odds, why don't you bring them up for this, and we can go over some of the top players and what we think is going to take place.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Also, a quick little hockey segment. Shout out the Golden Knights. Going on to the top 4. We're gonna get the Stanley this year. Can't
We're
wait.
halfway there. 8
Playing the
wins
Stars.
down, 8 wins to go.
8 to go. All right, PGA Tour, PGA Champ. So your favorite is Scotty Scheffler, who played really well this past weekend. He finished 3rd or something like that. 7-1. John Rahm is 8-1. Rory McIlroy 13-1. Brooks Koepka 16-1, along with Schauffele and Cantlay. Tony Finau 18-1. DJ 20-1. Jay Day, Cameron Young 22-1. Justin Thomas 25-1. Victor Hovland, Cam Smith, Sung Jae, Max Homa 28-1. Colin Morikawa 30-1. Shout out TaylorMade. Matt Fitzpatrick 35-1, along with Jordan Spieth, Sam Burns, Terrell Hatton 40-1, Hideki 55-1, Ricky Fowler back in the field for a major. Welcome back, Mr. Ricky Fowler, 65-1, Wakan Naman 70-1, Taylor Gooch is as well 70-1. Minwoo Lee, he came in stunting. Did you see him come through the airport? I liked his vibe. Minwoo Lee, 175-1.
What was he doing in the airport?
He just had a vibe.
Just looking chill.
Just enjoyed it.
All the way at the Max bottom. Homa in the airport? Hold on.
Yeah, he had like 87 bags.
Yeah, like all the bags are hooked together. It's like a train.
Yeah, Minwoo Lee was carrying a Trackman bag, and he was just vibing. It just felt like he's going to play well this week. But all the way at the bottom, 2001, Sean McKill. And who's Todd caddying for? Let me see if he's on here. I can't remember his name. I feel like it was Sean. I feel like his name was Sean.
I saw his post the other day, and I should have.
Yeah, and shout out Todd. I mean, awesome week. Be out there caddying the PNW.
It's Colin Inglis.
He's probably not going to be on here, but let me just.
Well, he's a PGA professional, so
let me just do a quick little Colin. What?
Inglis.
Ingles.
Ingles.
I don't see him, but
butchering that, but
I would love to see him get a win with Todd on the bag. That would be incredible.
Oh my God.
Shout out Todd.
Yes, do it. He's been sending me pictures from there. They played with Victor Hovland and Webb Simpson today. He said, yeah, they got up to the first tee and they popped up and go, hey, can we join you? Like, what are you going to say? No.
Yeah, definitely not. That's
no,
awesome.
we're trying to get it in the zone here. You guys can go piss off.
Happy for Todd, man. Yeah, I mean, we should probably get him on the podcast here next week. Maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I told him, I said you're out there slumming with some nobodies. Good job.
Shout out Eugene, Oregon.
Too funny. So yeah, that'll be fun. Getting his insight. He said the course is insane. He said it is so pure and hard as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie Ross don't fuck around. Rohrs, how many aces do you have on a Donnie Ross course? Is that a number that you know?
It's not. No.
Is there any that you think is possible that it's an ace on a Donnie Ross? Because he fucks you.
Possibly. Let me look some up while we're thinking about.
Pull up that Excel file. Just go to line Q.
Yeah, see, that's why I got a second monitor.
Column 7.
Jeez.
Oh goodness.
That's way too many. Still way too many hole-in-ones.
What's the world record?
Is there a Guinness World Record book with the most hole-in-ones? I mean, I would figure that you would have to document them in a certain way. But But you gotta be up there. You gotta be like top 10, I would think. It's a fucking lot,
Let's
man.
see what we got here.
Oh, you probably got those.
Yeah, stat
You
guy.
probably got those snowbirds in Arizona playing those executive courses. There's 70-yard par threes that they got sand greens, and it's just I've
So
got 40.
there's a guy named Mansell Davis who has 51 all-time hole-in-ones. And
Coming
along
for
with
you,
that,
Mansell.
He's got 10 double eagles. So you're not that far behind Rohrs, honestly. Like you're
I
right
got
there.
him on double eagles.
You
Yeah,
got
more than
on
10?
double eagles.
Okay.
How many of those you have?
Well, I mean,
80% of them are
at
in
least
Sweetens,
12.
right?
80%.
At least 12.
Within 72 hours of each other. Actually, like 4 hours of each other.
Yeah, less than that.
That's crazy.
So the course record or the tournament record is 264, and in order to beat that, that's held by Koepka at Bellerive. 17 under is what someone has to shoot to break that record at this course. The 18-hole record, a whole bunch of people have shot 63. So an 8 under 62 would set a new course 18-hole record for the PGA Championship, which there's a bunch of guys there that can do that. But man, this course is looking incredibly tough. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic challenge.
I always love the PGA Championship just because it's hard.
Well,
it's one of the harder ones.
It's turned around in the last 5-6 years. It's become almost like what the U.S. Open used to be. Where it was one under was a dramatically great score at a U.S. Open. I think the PGA Championship is kind of taking on that
identity.
Yeah, and giving the guys an ultimate challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing like some of the club pros playing in it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love tournaments that like majors, especially like US Open, PGA, that you can like qualify for, like the Open too, right?
It was fun watching those tournaments. The PGA players, PGA of America, the guys trying to get in the field. A couple weeks ago, that was pretty cool. It's gonna be a good tournament. So. What are you clicking on?
I got two Donald Rosses.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 Donald Ross aces,
and one of them really cracked me up because it's Bacon Park in Savannah, which is a goat ranch, or at least it was when I was in college and we played it there, and the city owns it. Yeah, the other one's Pinehurst number 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a nice one to have on your list.
It is. Totally.
It was
number 2.
Which hole was it?
15.
Yes, gotta fucking Excel.
I mean, it was probably the worst shot I've ever hit in my life that went in.
Now, let me ask you this: since we're talking to one of the hole-in-one kings in the world, right? We're close to the Guinness World Record of hole-in-ones. We're talking to one of the goats of aces. How many of those shots did you hit how you wanted to? Percentage-wise, we'll say.
Good question.
Probably 90%.
90%. So 90% you're firing at that pin, trying to hit it in the hole,
or get it as close to the hole as possible. You know.
So my mentality is good. So it's gonna happen at one point. It sounds like, because I always fire pins. Fuck it, it's just a game, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
now, just so we're clear, Rohrs is going away from like the Tiger, how he plays at firing at the best spot to miss. Rohrs just fires the pins, and he's like number 2 in the world with aces. So everyone just fire fucking pins. It doesn't
Just
matter.
fire
It's just a
the pins.
game.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
That's me with my passive.
I don't play enough anymore to pussyfoot around. I mean,
You're trying to get your money's worth every round you play.
Yeah, totally.
man, I mean, who wants to go out there? I hit the fat part of 18 greens and had 42 putts.
I don't know if I would be happy if I hit 18 greens with 42 putts, or I'd be devastated that I have the skills to hit 18 greens and it was chicken shit to fire at pins. That's too funny. Mark had a good comment here. 31 hole-in-ones makes me feel really pathetic for keeping a list of all my Eagles.
That's my list of Eagles I keep track of.
Yeah, right. You keep track of 3s on par 5s. I keep track of 1s on par 3s. Yeah.
And 1s on par 4s.
And par 4s. Throw a few in there. Oh, goodness gracious. So what channel is this on this week? Is it CBS
straight
or
ESPN?
NBC?
I think I saw a commercial from ESPN today, right before the hockey game. That I mean, ESPN is promoting it and broadcasting it, so it looks like it's going to be an ESPN.
Yeah,
Hey.
ESPN Plus, ESPN. Yep.
Nice. That'll be. What did they do? What they do? The Open is what ESPN does also.
I don't know. I think they might do the Open and the PGA. I think. I mean,
it is on
obviously
CBS.
Yeah,
on
they've
Sunday.
got CBS as well. Thursday and Sunday.
Which is crazy. Why hasn't ABC? Why haven't they bought out the contracts from CBS or NBC and just keep it all under the umbrella?
I mean, if I was PGA, I would just fucking
Buy the CW.
Well, I mean, I guess PGA Tour doesn't actually own this, so I mean, they don't own the Masters, they don't own the U.S. Open, so it's kind of like on the the respective collective of whatever's running it that they can go out and get their own rights to or whatever, or sell them how they will. But I think it'd be great if they were in all one spot. I mean, we're in the world of streaming now, so it'd be great if there was just like a golf app where you can stream all of the majors or something like that. So maybe that's something we could look into incorporating together, us 4 guys, and just create an LLC and just buy the rights for.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big nut.
Who's got $1 million?
Yeah,
We probably need more than that.
Yeah, that's for an afternoon.
Sell
3 hole
commercials for
coverage of
Beer
the bottom of the
Zombies
field.
and sell commercials for Beer Zombies and UST Mamiya, and
Oh,
maybe we'll get a Titleist since Jeremy's a Titleist player. TaylorMade. Rohrs might be able to help us out with that, but could be a good idea.
Rohrs has played the darts, and he's had good things to say about them.
I have. Yep. They surprised me. It also surprised me that I like the 90 gram. A little lighter.
Yeah, that's
A
wild.
little lighter. Yeah. I was, because I lost 65 pounds last winter, and so none of my golf equipment fit me, and I was not playing much, so I was trying really hard to put myself in a 770 or some kind of combo set, be a little more forgiving, and I went from steel to graphite. I couldn't get the spin where I needed it to, so I ended up in the same head, the MCs that I've been playing with the dart shafts, and they're money.
Interesting.
I'm really
That's what you're
curious
playing
to
now.
try those.
Yep.
Well, Jeremy, I'm gonna have a set of 105s available. Probably. Well, it depends on how well these new Dart Vs work for me.
Are they standard length?
Yes, I built those standard length.
No.
Okay.
I did.
I didn't mean that in an offensive
Oh no,
way.
you were
He
insulting
definitely
me.
did.
He's calling me
definitely did.
small. I old and small. I get it.
Yeah.
I
If
get
it's
it.
anything like that putter, I felt like I was Michelle Wee on the practice green.
Little tabletop back going on.
Oh, and for all the haters, the putter is still in the bag. Yes, it's still in the bag. The poll I put out there had the majority of you fucks saying that it would not make it through the weekend. So it made it through the weekend. Joe, I'm serious about this. What did you think about my putting on Saturday? Because
Trash.
oh my God, what a dick.
No, I don't know. I mean,
He wasn't paying attention. He was
I
so
wasn't paying attention that much. I mean, your wedge play sucks, but your putting was better than your wedge play.
Oh, my wedge play was horrible. That's the worst wedge game I've had in God so long. It's so funny. That video I posted on Instagram, I cut off the part where I said, "I'm sick of these fucking wedges." and Joe was like, "Whoa, does Corey know?" I'm like, no. I'm not sick of the wedges. I love the wedges. I'm sick of me hitting wedges. That's what I'm sick of.
I did the same. I did the same thing you did though, and I, just smiled and laughed and enjoyed myself. So
yeah, Steven Jackson said he did the same thing too.
Yeah,
from the same spot.
Funny. I think it was the grain, although there's no grain out here.
The new UST Mamiya dart shafts I built up a set. I'm gonna have them tomorrow night at 5-iron to test them out and see. Took a couple swings in the backyard today.
You know what I get to test out tomorrow at 5-iron too, right?
What?
The 5-wood shaft that you built for me.
Oh yeah.
With the pre-cut.
Hey, I'm trying something new.
Rohrs, you know about this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I brought it to the range at Conestoga. And
I told him,
don't hit that here.
I said, don't hit that here.
It's like, why? He's like, I don't really want to tell you. It's like, well, where else am I going to hit it, Matt? Where else am I going to hit this? He's like, hit it at home. Like I have a fucking driving range in my backyard. And I get the pre-cut hosel tip.
It's a new aerodynamic tip lightning design.
Yeah. I mean, you're shaving some weight at least. Maybe the swing weight is a little different.
I shaved a little bit of weight off the tip.
Yeah. This guy like you know when you get the perforated edges on like you're building like a envelope, like you're trying to cut perforated. Is it perforated?
I don't know. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Perforated. When you got to rip a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's a perforated.
Like a check.
Shaft. Yeah, exactly.
Like the top of our scorecards that nobody knows how to use.
Exactly. Yes. That's what my shaft looks like. Exactly what he's doing.
It does not look like
That's what the shaft is. Pre-built for
I really hope the very first swing it just flies into the screen tomorrow night.
It's going to. It's going to.
See, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you knowing.
You just want me to hit it on somewhere like, hey, I could just be out playing without you, and I just throw it in like, hey, let me try here, and it just
I wanted
flies
to wait
into
till
a lake.
5-iron. I shouldn't have even brought it. I should have just said, "Ah, shit, I forgot it."
You probably should just threw it away. Honestly,
it could be revolutionary.
It could, but I doubt it.
It's called a slotted tip.
Yeah.
And where I place that slot is key to activating the tip.
I'm never gonna feel comfortable hitting that shaft, so I'm never gonna play it. But I'll hit it tomorrow at 5-iron. But
Rohrs, have you done any tour stuff since you've been with TaylorMade?
Yeah, a little bit of tinkering, modifying, and some just put it togethers. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
have you traveled with the truck or anything, or do you just kind of you get stuff and send it back out?
Yeah, it's mostly what I've been doing. It's just been straight through players that they'll fly something to me to work on, or a lot of picking my brain. Like, hey, what should I get these guys to try? This is what I'm trying to achieve. Like remove the draw bias from an HD fairway wood. Hot melt or bend it a little flat, something like try those things.
Are Put a slot in the shop.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest surprise from TaylorMade this year with all the new release stuff for you? What's been a like you weren't expecting this?
I'm gonna say the forgiveness of the driver was
Forgiveness.
yeah. I mean, it's
forgiveness.
Yep. It's it's true. I mean, you don't lose as much ball speed on the misses, but I mean, it's kind of corrective too. I mean, it's as a master fitter that fits 8 to 16 people a day, 6 days a week. I've never had the misses sell a driver before. It's normally that one you pound between the screws. They're like, oh man, that was awesome. I won it. I'll have somebody hit one off the toe that skirts the right edge of the range and kind of comes back, and they turn around and are like, sold. Like if had that been my driver, it'd been over those trees or in the trees.
Yeah.
So that
is really great to hear. Because I've been really considering a driver experiment.
Ooh.
So, but I have I've been a Titleist driver person, and I'm ready to try something new, something else.
There you go.
Oh,
so, and I've been curious about this. I'm glad to hear that.
Jeremy Martin has left Titleist.
No. Hey, my bag is like slowly changing. No more Titleist irons except for wedges. Putter, I don't know. But driver is up on the chopping block right now. So I may have to go try some out.
That is
it's good.
I know a few people that had like some chips in their Stealth 1 and that the hood's flying off. So has Stealth 2 like improved that? Have you seen that situation in Stealth 1, and then has it been better in Stealth 2?
I've only seen personally one failure, and it was one of my demo heads that had been hit 1,700 times, and the guy swinging it was swinging like 127.
Yeah.
And yep,
that'll do it.
And the whole face came off.
Oh wow! This is Stealth 1.
Stealth 2. Stealth 1, everything I saw was like chipping or cracking or the crown coming off, or popping loose or whatever. But yeah, Stealth 2, I've only seen the one, and I've heard of that happen a few other times, a few other places.
So what are the tour vans doing for the guys that swing at 125 mile an hour to prevent? Are they doing hot meld in it to add some strength, or do they have an idea of what's causing that?
A lot of them have hot melt. A lot of them also, if you're hitting it in the spot you're supposed to, doesn't loosen or weaken where it's going to come apart, if that makes sense. So, I mean, these guys aren't hitting it way off the toe.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Now, I know you have to be politically correct on all of this. So, with the Rory comments recently, was there an internal like implosion? Because he said, what did he say? What did Rory say recently about he wants to go back to the sim or something like that?
I heard the rumors of that.
With his driver?
I don't know exactly what he said. Yeah, something about that.
Do you know anything about that?
The only stuff I know about is when he was wanting to go back to Sim 1 or Stealth 1.
Oh, so he wanted to go back to Stealth 1, and he wasn't.
Well, it wasn't. He stuck with Stealth 1 when Stealth 2 came out.
Okay.
But then he went to Stealth 2, and so it's kind of. I'm trying to.
Because that's when he was like leaving. He was like leaving. That's when he left Harbor Town, right? And he got that penalization from, like, what was it, like $3 million because he didn't play it because it was an elevated event or designated event. Sorry.
Well, he said that before the Dell match play, and then hit that 360-yard drive that.
Yeah, and here's the thing with all this fucking bullshit that these players say is, people want to feel what they want to feel, and they're used to looking down at something that they're used to, and people throw all up in arms on these manufacturers, and like me, like I want to look down at something I want to look down at, and I'm not the greatest player in the world, but if it doesn't look right to me looking down on it, I don't want to play it. So it could be a situation like that, and but it was a big deal with him. He had to pay, like, I don't know if he had to pay it out of his pocket, but in the year-end bonus or whatever, probably he doesn't get paid the $3 million or whatever it is.
The PIP, they said it was going to come.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So it's just it's so interesting how we like this PGA Tour is a microcosm of some bullshit that all of us golfers want to watch, and we pay attention to all the little, and we nitpick, and it's just funny, I'm trying to justify what I was talking about. And, I just want to sell my Hitting Greens t-shirt. I'm fucking around. I'm doing this for you. You and you and you and you and you.
Oh, man.
That was too funny.
I just want to play cool golf courses and enjoy myself with my friends, man. That's it.
Okay. What about the burner, the mini driver?
It's incredible.
I'm curious about that one. Yeah.
I almost said I'm never hitting a full-size driver ever again. I mean, it's it's 3-wood shaft length.
It looks really rad.
Yeah,
it looks cool.
It really is a throwback to the original burner bubble. Even the way the graphics are on the shaft, the stock shaft.
What size is the head? Is it like the same as their previous mini driver that came out when the SLDR?
Let's see. We had the slider.
Is that the last one?
The slider mini. And
there was another one. There was the original
one before that too.
Mini or something.
Yeah, there was one like 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. I can't remember what that club was called. It was black and red.
The Aero burner that would do a mini in it? No.
I can't remember what it was.
Man. Let's see.
So what is it about that club that you like so much?
It just launch and spin is great. It's being a little shorter. It's more accurate. I was really struggling with what driver set up to hit this year, and then that came out, and I felt like I could put a dozen balls in a 5-gallon bucket out at 280, and I was like, that's good enough.
That's a good feeling.
And everybody that hits it likes it. Everybody that, professionally, but at the same time, the consumers, they almost always buy it. And I don't know if it, sometimes it's nostalgia and sometimes it's
also cheaper.
Yeah, it's more affordable.
Yeah.
I fit some seniors, with the slower swing speeds. Into it, with the 13.5 degree head and high launch shaft, and
so it's an off the tee only type club. It's not
you
a
can hit it
fairway
off the
club,
deck.
right?
I mean, it's easier to hit than your typical driver. Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
yep.
Jeremy, are you interested?
I didn't realize the burner was only a mini driver, but it actually looks really nice.
Are they going to do a full size 460
burner?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Maybe the burner spinoff will come after the stuff.
Start going.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
There it is.
It does look good.
All
I
right,
love the head cover too. The old school style head cover.
Yeah. Bob has one that he still plays from the original.
I wish my truck wasn't so far away. I'd go get it because it's got kind of a crazy furry inside. You can reverse it and it looks wild too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bob has one of the original, and his is flipped out like that.
Well, speaking of head covers and stuff, did y'all see the TaylorMade PGA Championship release?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looked really
I
good.
like it a lot better than a lot of them.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
bag looked really cool. I like the
Yeah.
look of the bag for sure. Like the side looked sick. Like it was kind of like, like almost like Nantucket kind of,
Ocean
like
Art.
window.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Nantucket.
Oak leaves and like a bunch of nuts.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
there was a bunch of nuts around the
Yeah.
bottom of it. And then on the head
Acorns,
covers, there was a
whatever.
bunch of nuts. Acorns, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah, they have.
Oh,
some
is
nice
it
head-
with the big
Yep.
leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, those look nice.
Good. I like
it's
the
acorns.
That's awesome about Major Week is all the shit that the manufacturers do. I love looking at all that, like what they come up with and the creative team that they
Mhm.
do. It's sick.
Oh, I like the different years that it's hosted on the acorns on the front. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yep. Very nice.
Yeah, it's almost like a showcase. Like, ooh, let's see what bags they're
Mhm.
doing. It's
Yeah, I
a
would
it's
I
a
would
who
have
can
probably done some like Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers kind of shit, with the acorns.
have some what's the graphic design that they call their golf ball? What's that? The
The
different
TaylorMade ball.
Picks.
Yeah, the TaylorMade ball with the
Yeah.
the picks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
picks.
acorn picks. They
Yeah,
should have done an acorn
Hey,
picks.
that'd
I'm
be
sure
cool.
that they did it. They did it for sure.
Probably did. Yeah, you buy them you can buy them in the club, the pro
For
shop there,
$80,000 a
in
dozen.
the
I have
tent.
Todd
they
see if
merge
he
Yeah,
can
you
there.
can
find
get one
some. Oh yeah, they did do
$60.
it. Yeah, I see it right there. They did do them.
Yeah,
$60 a dozen.
that's
Good
Titleist
Lord.
basically.
Yeah, that's
basically
Titleist
Titleist.
range.
Pro V1s. So, yeah,
What?
but like balls, dude. I used to play Pro V1s and like $65 with tax included is just ridiculous to me. Balls. I mean, everything's getting expensive, but it's just so expensive, man. I'll just start playing the TaylorMade Tour spawns at the old price of the Pro V1s at $40 or some shit.
With the pink stripe.
They're good balls.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
tour
mean,
responses are
It's
pretty
probably
good.
the most
I've played them
affordable
before.
urethane cover out of any manufacturer.
Yeah, I would say that
Yeah.
or the Q Stars, personally. But we'll say tour response because you're here.
Actually, they're fun to putt with too.
Yeah,
With
they feel
that
good.
larger stripe on there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so let's get into our picks.
Oh,
Because
man.
we got to Joe went over the odds earlier. And so I get to pick first, then Jeremy, then Joe. And Rohrs, what we do on these episodes is you can make a pick who you think is going to win. And then if one of our players does not make the cut, we get your pick.
I dig it.
I dig it. So looking at this and some of the players that are hot, gosh darn it, this is a difficult golf course. And it's new for some of these guys.
Mhm.
The old people played it. I want to take Victor Hovland again just because he, I think, is so set to win a major. But my gut, I'm going high pick with my gut, and I'm going to take Patrick Cantlay.
Damn you. Damn you to hell.
Was that your pick?
That was my pick.
Dang.
What's
But
his
I'm glad
odds,
you
Joe?
took him instead of me.
Who was it? Victor Hovland?
No, Patrick Cantlay.
Cantlay. The slowest player in
The
the
slowest player.
tour, 16-1.
16-1. All right, Jeremy, who you got?
Dustin Johnson.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
This guy's
taking
shopping at
DJ.
Macy's nowadays.
Wow.
Taking DJ.
DJ.
Picking
Adam's
a
gonna
lift
be
there.
Adam's gonna be
DJ's
happy
20
for
to
you.
1. 21 for DJ.
Team TaylorMade.
20-1.
Team TaylorMade.
Rohrs might have influenced me a little bit to pick that, but
He's playing the tour sponsor, right?
With the pink stripe.
Yeah, he's still playing his old DJ Proto 730s. I saw.
He's got the
today.
powder stripe on there. All right, Joe.
All right, so I'm gonna go a resident, or if you will, has grown up on a New York course. This course did not have a head on the man that was riding the horse, so I'm gonna go with Mr. 22-1, Mr. Cam Young.
Little Sleepy Hollow call out there.
Yeah, that's exactly correct.
What is his odds?
He's 22-1.
22-1. All right, Rohrs. No pressure.
No pressure, huh?
Well, he's going Team TaylorMade. So.
Are you contractually obligated to pick a team, TaylorMade player?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chef.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough not to go with Chef or Rob,
right?
honestly.
What's his odds? 0.4 to 1.
Chef is 7-1.
7-1.
Honestly, I mean, we've seen Colin Morikawa not really. He can show out. So I think Colin Morikawa at 30-1 is a pretty damn good pick too.
But what has he done in the majors lately?
He can show out. He doesn't. He's not super consistent, but he can play. I mean, it's just one of those things. At 30-1, I think there's value there. Is what I'm saying.
T10 cut, T5, T55.
Yeah. T10, T5, I heard.
T10 at the Masters, T10 at the 22 Open, T55 at the 22 PGA.
But he's had some really low rounds in there, and I think he's starting to learn how to string them together in a major.
Yeah, I mean, and the dude's won a major. Like,
he's won 2.
He knows how to get it done. Yeah, he knows he's won 2. He knows how to get it done. I just think at 30-1, there's some value on Colin Morikawa as a major winner. In his Team TaylorMade, which is this podcast is brought to you by Team TaylorMade. Unofficial.
They don't know that, but
Wells Fargo cut, Zurich cut, RBC Heritage T31, Masters T10, Match Play T28, Players T13, API cut, Genesis 6, Phoenix cut, Farmers 3rd, Century Tournament Champions 2nd. So I mean, he's had a couple good tournaments.
I mean, Masters top 10, TPC top 15. Is that what you said? Ball striker,
T13. Yeah. I mean, they always say that about him, and then he just doesn't show up.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's a gamble. If you're going 30-1, I mean, it's always a gamble. But I think there's value at 30-1 on Colin Morikawa for sure. And that would put him 3/4 of the way there. Or no, Harding Park was PGA, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think there's value there.
2, T4, 4, T10, T5, T19, T39, T33, T10, T13.
I mean, Chef played really good this weekend at Byron Nelson. So, did you see the interview with Amanda Renner right now?
Balionis
is Renner. And he said, shot a 64, 65. He's like, yeah, I didn't play that well today. Sounds like a Rohrs line.
Yeah, and DJ, he's got an 8th, a 4th, a 3rd, a 1st, a 3rd, a 16th, a 6th, and he just won. So
coming in hot.
And that's another thing. It's like, during the Masters, personally, I didn't think that they were going to come in good form, and a lot of them showed out. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Time will tell. Thursday. Looking forward to it. Hey, Rohrs, man, thanks so much for hopping on, man. It's what is it? It's Tuesday where you are.
It is. Has been for 41 minutes.
He's like, can we wrap this up, fellas? No, man, love having you on the show. Appreciate it so much. So happy everything's going great for you down there in the Naples area.
Yep.
And looking forward to see what's coming in the future for you, because I'm sure it's going to be just outstanding, because you're an outstanding guy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, why don't you take us home, and we'll get the flock out of here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in this week. We got a major championship this week. It's exciting as always in golf when we get the majors. Shout out Rohrs for jumping on to the podcast this week. Appreciate you for joining us and giving us your insights into Team TaylorMade and your expertise into golf. Jeremy is switching drivers, and I can't wait to see his new driver this Saturday, because he's going to buy one at PGA. Or no, the Las Vegas Golf Superstore this week. It probably won't be used, but he's going to get fitted at the Las Vegas Golf Superstore this week, and I can't wait to see your new driver. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends, hey, I got t-shirts. Hit me up. Peace.
Later.